All right, look, my name's Matthew. I'm an addict.
Amen.
I just want to welcome everyone to the 6 o'clock re-entry group. I guess that's what we call it.
Inside.
Yeah, Inside Hope. We're trying to carry the message, man, the message of hope that we do recover, behind the walls. And all of us have a significant relationship with that experience because all of us have been incarcerated. And we're right here at, 6 o'clock on Sunday night at 2300 Dumbarton Road in Lakeside at Hatchard Church. So if you get out and you're scrambling and you're looking for some help and some love, come up here on Sunday night. There will be people here. All right, this is what I want to do. I want to go around the room, introduce ourselves. All right, I want to focus on, in the last 5 years, how much time we've done incarcerated in the last 5 years. I want to speak on the fact that where we were at this last time, like what jail, what penitentiary, what program we were in, how long we've been home, and how clean we've been. All right, so I'm gonna go first. I know that's a lot. I just threw it all out there, but it's like I'll do it first. All right. Let's see. I forget the first thing I just asked myself. Yeah. All right. Look. In the last 5 years, I've been incarcerated. About three years. Let's see. I just came home from the RISE program in New Kent County Jail, New Kent East. I've been home for 2 years, and I have 3 years and 4 months clean. Okay. All right, go ahead, Ryan.
I'm Ryan. In the last 5 years, I've only done like a year. The last place I got out of was Montgomery County Jail East in New Kent. I got out of there not this past April, but the one before that. So April 2014, I got out from there, and I just picked up 7 months clean last week or a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Name's Kyle. I'm an addict.
Hey, Kyle.
Past 5 years, I've probably done 3 years of them. See, I just came home from Pamunkey Regional Jail. See, my clean time is only 10 days now. Been home for a month. My last jail program was the RISE program. Beginning of this year was the last time I was in there. And that's actually where I found recovery.
Thank you.
Good stuff. My name is Paul, an addict.
Hey,
The last 5 years, I've only been in Rocco 4 times, but a total of like 8 months. So not that much time incarcerated because I've always gotten in programs. I was in the RISE program twice. But I got out, I've been out for almost 3 weeks now. I've been clean since October 2nd.
Thanks.
I'm Cricket. Hey, and I say out of 5 years, out of the last 5 years, or actually last 5 years, I was definitely locked up for the most part of 4 out of 5 years. I've been out for almost 4 months now. I could celebrate 8 months clean, 8 months good recovery clean time on the 8th of next month. I've been to the RISE program, which is where I got my foundation. Thank you, RISE. And this last time I was incarcerated, McShin Foundation began a program in Pamunkey Regional. And I was fortunate enough to be one of the founding fathers, and I was released from there. So with that, I pass.
Sure.
Hey, I'm Ashley.
Hey, Ashley.
In the last 5 years, I've done 18 months. The last program I was in, the RISE program, I just got out September 9th, and I've been clean for almost 8 months.
Sure.
I'm Kurt. I'm an addict. Kurt. In the last 5 years, probably done about 3.5, close to 4, locked up. Last place I got out of was Pamunkey in September. I'm working about to be 60 days on the 28th since I got out. So, I didn't do the program when I was in there. I was too busy working the hallways and stuff.
Thank you. I gotta say, this isn't a 12-step meeting. I want to make sure that that's clear. This is just a recovery group. But how many of us are involved in 12-step recovery? Okay. Look, if you're watching these tapes consistently, you see our circle is small.
Right.
That's what happens. okay? You know, like, it's not about how much time we did or how much clean time we got. It's about we keep trying.
Mhm.
All right, and that's like the one thing that I've learned in recovery, man. It's like, because I can't forget, you know, I'm no better and I'm no different than someone here one day, because that person can't help me, all right, than someone with 10 or 20 years. You know, and I gotta watch because I got an ego, right, that wants to put me on a pedestal and think that I can't learn nothing from another addict, man, that's got less clean time than me, and that's something I work with every day. But look, we got in 4 days, we got a holiday, all right? We got Thanksgiving, okay? And I don't know how it was for y'all, but when I was incarcerated, man, the holidays were some of the hardest times to do. Not maybe because of what I was going through, but what I was watching other people going through, all right? And what I'm trying to do is to get us to reflect, you know, to not forget where we came from. And remember, like, our attitudes and our behaviors while we were incarcerated around the holidays, if you can, you know, and if you can share on that, you know, because I remember when I was locked up, I was saying, man, like, when I get out, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and, you know, Christmas is gonna be great, and Thanksgiving is gonna be this, and like the reality is that is not what happened. I had this plan, and I planned the results, and it didn't never go accordingly. So like without the network I had, I would have been in trouble. But I just want to go around the room. If you can reflect back on how you acted when you were incarcerated around the holiday times, if you can remember anything or have a significant story, and then we'll just keep it moving. Go ahead.
Kurt, oh man, holidays sucked for me, man. They really did, because every year since I turned 18, it seems like I get locked up right when the winter time comes. So, you know, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, I'm always locked up for that. And, you know, so, especially this last time when I did this last bid, you know, the first two were kind of rough because, you know, I had done a lot of dirt, you know, I hurt my family a lot, you know, stole some things from my parents, and they didn't really want to have anything to do with me, you know, so I kind of didn't have anybody, you know, I wasn't getting no Christmas cards, you know, no birthday cards, and, you know, stuff like that, and it really, like, hurt, but at the same time, like, it kind of made me realize that I need to be able to be happy for myself, even if I don't, you know, if I didn't have someone there, I need to be able to take care of myself, you know, and before that, you know, I was when mom and dad would do everything for me and stuff like that, you know, and that kind of opened my eyes this time to being independent. And, you know, when I was locked up and the holidays would come, I would do whatever I could to just forget about it, you know. I'd work out, I'd play basketball, you know, I'd just joke around and, you know. But at the end of the day, when I go and I sit in my cell, you know, and lay in the rack, I just, you know, I'll be thinking all night long, like, man, like, I wish I could just be with my family, you know. I wish that all this crap that I've done to them I didn't do. And it still hurts. Like, I mean, even I got my parents telling me, you know, I'm doing so good, but it's like, I can't take none of that back, but, you know, it really hurts that I put them through that, you know, and I think about that. And like, this will be the first Christmas that I've seen in 5 years. You know, and my whole family is getting together for Christmas, and I'm just kind of worried about, you know, what they're going to say, because, I mean, I know they're like, oh, you're doing so good, blah, blah, blah. And I really don't want to hear all that, you know, from all of them, because, you know, my family, my mom and dad, they understand the disease of addiction. Everyone else in my family has never been through it, doesn't know anybody in addiction and stuff like that, so they just think it's just, you know, all bullshit. And so they always give my parents crap and me and my brothers crap about it, and I just don't really feel like dealing with all that, but I got to, you know, I mean, the family. I don't know, man, I don't know, looking back, man, I would do everything to try in jail, I would do everything to try and forget that it's a holiday, you know, once the holiday's over, you know, I'm good, back to normal. But now I'm actually, like, since I'm out, I can kind of see some of the same behavior happening, you know, kind of like trying to inch away. Like, my mom's like, yeah, you want to go up here for, you know, Thanksgiving? And I'm like, not really, you know, just trying to do something. Can we do anything else, you know? And I just got to go with the flow, I guess, you know. It's just, how it's gotta be, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Holidays are hard.
Yeah, they are. Thank you, thank you. Go ahead.
Ashley, the holidays was sucked this time when I was incarcerated. You know, it was the first Christmas I spent without seeing my kids or talking to my family. Nobody came and seen me, no cards, no nothing. I guess it was that tough love this time. They were tired of me going back and forth, back and forth. I isolated. I was an asshole to people in jail. Towards the deputies, towards people. I mean, that was pretty much it. This year is different. I'm out. You know, my family is happy to see me. So I'm pretty excited about Thanksgiving.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks for sharing.
That's good. So, we're talking about Thanksgiving, how I acted in jail when I was on Thanksgiving. Well, I acted, y'all would have thought I was the happiest man in the world, man. I had this crazy image of reality in my head that I was some kind of kingpin around Thanksgiving because, you know, you get the little special tray. So, I might sell my tray for $4 and then buy 2 more trays for $2 and then sell the sweet potato pie off of that. And, you know, and I was having fun doing that kind of stuff, man, because that's the type of living I was used to do back then, man. But truth is, man, I was tore up on the inside, man. I got like what they call like an extended family and a split family, which means I got 2 sets of parents of my own, and then I got a couple sets of grandparents, and then now I got like a second mom who pretty much, you know, adopted me. And, you know, I would just be thinking, like he said, man, I'd be tore up for real, man. Y'all, of course, y'all would never know it because I'm always making jokes and, you know, slinging sweet potato pies and stuff like that. But truth is, man, I was ate up, man, because you're talking 150 family members, you know, between each houses and stuff, man, and everybody was having a good time. And the truth is, man, I had burned so many bridges that won't nobody think about cricket. Cricket was thinking about them, but when they want them thinking about cricket. The only thing that processed in their brain about cricket was that, well, he ain't here, so we can leave the pocketbooks out. Don't worry about locking your coat up in the closet. Whatever's in the pocket's gonna stay there because cricket's not here. That's about as far as their thought processes went. But you know what though? Now I'm doing something different, man. And I got so many Thanksgiving plans, man. I swear to God, I don't know how I'm gonna do them, man. But yeah, when I was in there, man, you know, before I chose a different path, when I was in there, man, Thanksgiving was hard for me, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Go ahead, Paul. And look, if you haven't spent a holiday or something like that incarcerated, that's okay. You know what I mean? Just be honest.
Yeah, my name is Paul, man.
Hey, Paul.
I've never spent a Thanksgiving incarcerated, but I have spent last Christmas incarcerated. I can say that that was one of the first Christmases that I was actually sober because the 2 prior I was home, but I wasn't even there. Like I was just completely under the influence. So I was just really reflective, you know. I try to, you know, imagine what it'd be like. Because when I got out, like, you know, about a month afterward, you know, my folks said we were gonna celebrate Christmas late just for you and all this and that. So I had a little bit to look forward to and all, but, you know, it sucked and everything, but it was a time for me to just reflect and to say, you know, never again, you know. I don't want to spend. Of course, I don't want to spend Christmas or holidays in here, but I don't want to be outside using and doing what I was doing the Christmases before when I was free. So I knew I just wanted something different, but when I got out, I ended up messing up again. You know, for me, getting clean, even regardless of the holidays, it's a process of attrition. You got to hit your head against the wall so many times until you finally decide you're ready to stop. And you know, the holidays is just one more reason why you need to stay clean. But for me, you know, that sucked and everything, but for me, you know, I just didn't want to get high anymore. For now, I don't want to use it anymore, you know. And the holidays are just one more reason why I don't want to. But that bad.
Thank you.
Name's Kyle.
Hey, Kyle.
Man. So thankful to be out these holidays, man. My brother's birthday's coming up this Saturday. This is just from Thanksgiving on out, it's just the birthdays and holidays, man. Last year, sitting in the RISE program, as an advisor or coordinator, whatever the heck I was, I just remember trying to do anything not to think about it, right? Like, I mean, anything from being like, oh, we're not gonna group today, we're gonna watch movies. Just trying to fix management control even in there. Like, oh no, we're gonna go play basketball, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And then if anybody tried to steal that little bit of joy that I did have, it was time to fight. Like, I was just ready to snap. Like, I mean, flip out, cussing guards out, man. Like, you don't even know. You get to go home at the end of the day. Don't talk to me. Knowing damn well it's my fault that I'm in here, and probably for the better that I was in there, This year, very thankful. I'm not a big Christmas fan or Thanksgiving fan, because just like cricket, man, I've burned so many bridges. There's amends that I haven't made yet, and like I'm scared to face those people. And I'm trying to duck and dodge. Honestly, right now, I'm like, nah, Mom, I don't want to go there. I don't really want to see that person. But when I was in jail, I'm telling myself that, yeah, I'm going to get out. I'm going to go see these people. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I have a daughter. The only reason Christmas matters to me, because just like any other day, Christmas was a day to get high. And now that I have a daughter, it's like, I can actually wake up in the morning and watch her open gifts. I was out for her first Christmas. This Christmas, or last Christmas, I wasn't. But this Christmas, God willing, I will be out. Because you gotta take this thing one day at a time. But yeah, in jail, man, I just try to block it out completely. I don't know how anybody deals with that in jail. Like, I didn't handle it well. I know that. Matter of fact, I can recall trying to use while I was in jail. Trying to find some way to get the morphine or whatever the hell was coming in, you know what I mean? I can remember actually trying to use, thank God I didn't. Yeah, I tried to fix management control even in jail. That's that. Thank you.
Hey, Ryan.
I was just sitting here trying to think about, I was trying to think of some like cool shit to say or whatever, like what I was supposed to say.
Mm-hmm.
But I just gotta be honest, man. In jail, like that shit became so normal to me from all the times that from 2002 to 2010, I think I was in jail all but one of those holiday seasons, and then from 2010 until now, I was in jail for one, but I was in treatment or either in detox for the rest of those. So I've only had one holiday season that I was clean or not locked up. And so I guess just doing time, man, I try to think about like what I did or how things were, but like the reality is like that shit became normal, man, it was like, it really wasn't, I'd be lying if I said I didn't have some feelings, but kind of like me and you were talking about before, man, like I've become a pro at like stuffing my feelings and trying to forget about how I feel so I don't have to deal with it. And so doing time, I know one thing for me is like, I can't let nobody know how I'm really feeling, because then that's a weakness and I can't be weak, so what I had to do is just pretend like everything's all right, and I link up with guys in there and we kick it and we shoot the shit and we talk and we play cards and we gamble and we, do whatever it is that we need to do to just try to distract ourselves from the fact that we're away from our families. Does it hurt? Yes. But hurt is nothing that I'm not used to in my disease, in addiction, dealing with that type of stuff. So, the last time I was locked up for Christmas, I was in the RISE program. Locked up for the holidays. Matter of fact, I got locked up a week before Thanksgiving, and I got to the RISE like 2 weeks before, and everybody had the fucking holiday packs. I was mad as shit because I missed them, you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, let me get a cup of coffee or something. And everybody saving the coffee and selling the coffee. I was mad about that shit, but, so, I don't know, man. I just, right now, and I always, like the last 5 years, I've relapsed in around the holidays, except for the time I was in jail because I was locked up. But I have relapsed or been using in the holidays for the last, however long that haven't been incarcerated for those times. And, so when that time of the year comes around, like it is now, it's like, it kind of scares me a little bit, man. Because of the situation with my kids and not having my kids, of course I got some guilt around that issue, and around, not really being a part. The holidays are family-oriented events, and so I've kind of taken myself away from that dynamic due to my decision making. So, You know, it's just, I don't know, man. I've learned to just kind of ignore it. This year is a little different. You know, I'm clean today. Thanksgiving's coming up. You know, I'm about to have the opportunity to mend some fences with my mother-in-law that have been, you know, trying to kind of build a bridge that I burned down, rebuild it. I don't know, man. So there's a lot of feelings, man. You know, a lot of feelings involved with the holidays. I would like to share some experience on how I deal with it, but for real, this is the first time in a long time, so just stay tuned. Man. Maybe I can tell you later, you know what I mean, how I deal with it. But the reality is, like, I don't know how to deal with it. You know, I know if I don't use one day at a time and I get through it, then maybe I'll be able to share some experience on how I made it through. But right now, I mean, quite honestly, I really just don't have that experience on how I made it through some holidays clean, because that just ain't my fucking story. So.
Thank you. Look, Ryan just touched on something, and I heard everyone like sharing something similar, right? Like feelings we don't want to feel it, right? So we do anything to escape from it. Okay. Now that we're home, like we did that in jail, right? We didn't have the drugs to escape from what we were feeling. We tried. Some of us tried. You know, in these programs where there's rules like you can't gamble, you can't store box, you know, you can't sell clicks, you can't do all this stuff. But my mind was always scheming on something to take me outside of me feeling those feelings. All right. But one of the best things in recovery, man, is feeling these feelings that I'm so fearful of, right? And I'm so scared of feeling it, and then like getting through it without getting high. You know, like that's one of the miracles that it's like, man, I've been so scared of feeling this, but I can make it through without using. All right. So now, right, like in jail when you're incarcerated, whether you're a girl or a guy, you cannot show signs of vulnerability, right? You cannot be weak. You cannot show emotion. Right? For some reason, like our brains are triggered for that, you know? And plus you've seen other people that are weak, they get preyed on, they get taken advantage of and all that stuff. But here we were all in recovery environments where that's what we're supposed to do, but we still chose not to do it. Because I was one of them. I was gonna be a little bit more honest in my shares and what I was talking about than the next man, but I wasn't gonna get deep. You know, I wasn't ready to do that, man. I remember I was, you know, gambling and I had like a dude like drop off 40-some items on a race pole that I hit, you know, the day before Thanksgiving, and I'm sitting in mental health talking about I wasn't gambling. I just lend stuff out, you know, and that's how sick I was, you know. But I mean, I really had an opportunity to tell someone like, man, look, I'm missing my son again, another Thanksgiving I ain't home for, you know, but I didn't even know that, all right? So now you just heard everybody share, except for the gentleman that walked in late. But now the next question, some of y'all tried to go there, right? Because we don't even like to think about that when we're sitting here clean. And I gotta talk about the next thing. I gotta keep going, I can't sit in that. All right, so right now, right, wherever you're at, clean time, wherever you are right now in your feelings, Thanksgiving's in 4 days, okay? How are you feeling about that? You know, like what's going on? Is that family a part of it? Is it not a part of it, right? Is it a healthy environment, an unhealthy environment? You know, because I don't know, like my family's Irish Catholic, man. They drain. Like they're not gonna worry about if Matthew's in recovery. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's some of the things that we gotta think about. You know, because I had this mental image picture that everything was gonna be sweet. And the reality of it, like this is my 3rd Thanksgiving since I've been home, which is nice. But none of them have gone the way I planned. You know? But I want y'all to touch on that right now. You know what I mean? If you can. You know, if you, like, where you're at with Thanksgiving, what's going on, how you feeling about it. Are you going home? Are you going to stick with some people that love you and know about staying clean? You know, I'm just curious. Come on, man.
I'm Josh, I'm the addict.
Hey, Josh.
Well, I mean, I'm actually happy for this Thanksgiving because my dad, when was it, Friday, he hit me pretty hard because he was like, son, he said, I'm actually proud of you because you ain't going to know how to act this Thanksgiving. He said, the past 3 of them, you've been gone. He said, so, I mean, that really hurt for me being the addict that I was and still am, that how ungrateful and selfish I was to take myself out of their place to try to make me feel loved. So, I mean, I'm still, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm still looking forward to it, but at the same time, I know there's still a little stress on top of it for them not having me around as often as I should be. Because I was always fucking up hell, I mean, I just came back from relapse.
Mhm.
But I'm still back trying to get back close to them. But I know it takes time and all this other stuff, but I mean, I'm just looking forward to it because it's gonna be the first one since hell, my youngest daughter was born. So I missed out on that. She's 3, she'll be 4 next year. I missed out on 3 of my oldest ones. So I'm just looking forward to see the happiness and joy in their face that, hey, Daddy's back. But with that, I pack.
Thanks for sharing.
Sure.
Go ahead, John.
Kurt, I mean, I'm excited for it, you
There you
know.
go.
It's November, you know, it's Thanksgiving, I'm out, free, you know. I'm looking forward to getting together. I don't even think my family's going anywhere for Thanksgiving. We're going for Christmas, but I think it's just gonna be me, my mom and dad, and you know, my brother, my little brother, and my little sister, and stuff. And my mom was talking about this lady that goes to our church, and she was asking me about, you know, whether she should invite her over for Thanksgiving. She was homeless. She just got a place now through the church and everything, you know. And I was like, you know, that'd be cool, you know, get her to come over and stuff. But I guess I'm excited because, you know, I haven't, like you were saying, Ryan, I haven't been, when I was on the street for a holiday, I was definitely not sober. You know, I'd come and I'd eat dinner real quick and then I'd sneak off. You know, and I'd try and I'd eat real fast. I wouldn't sit and talk. I would just eat and go. Where are you going? Up down the street, friend's house, you know, going to get high, and they knew it. You know, so I'm looking forward to actually being able to sit there, talk with my family, and just enjoy a good meal, and, you know, give thanks for, you know, everything in my life. You know, because right now, my life is going awesome. You know, I still have shitty feelings and stuff, and I'm always gonna have a shitty feeling. But it's like, as long as I don't pick up and don't use, man, I like feeling feelings, like you were saying, you know? It makes me feel like I'm human, you know? Instead of just this weird alien that just goes and gets high and thinks I'm totally different than everybody else. You know, and I don't know, man. I'm really excited for Thanksgiving. Christmas, not so much, but Thanksgiving, I'm alright.
Cool. Thank you.
Ashley.
Ashley.
I mean, I'm pretty excited about Thanksgiving. I'm happy, but I'm struggling right now. You know, the holidays is time for me to use, like it's an excuse for me to use. So, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see my kids for the holidays because I haven't made arrangements or whatever. So, I'm struggling right now.
Thank you.
For real.
Being honest. That's good. Get it out. You know, that's what it's hard to do.
It's hard. You know, I'm trying to do the one day at a time. I'm already thinking about Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, every time I pass.
Well, that's good. Well, stay in today then.
Yeah.
Stay, don't worry about it. That's
I'm trying.
Thursday, it's Sunday. We ain't gotta really focus on what exactly we're gonna do Thursday.
Yeah.
But we do know this though, right? If we don't get through today, and Thursday we ain't on top of what the fuck we're gonna be doing. We might be eating resold sweet potato pies and shit, you know. So yeah, get through the day. You're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And like you said, you being honest, that's the best thing in the world you can do.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. I'm not nervous or nothing like that, man. I got good homes to go to for Thanksgiving. Go to my grandparents' house first, and then I'll go to my friend Terry's house. And you know, they don't. I think it might be a little drinking or something at Terry's. Maybe they'll have wine or something. I'm not sure. But at my grandparents' house, there won't be any. And see, I'm hip to the game because I've listened to like suggestions and stuff, and people that's got more clean time than me said, don't go there by yourself, dumbass. Take another recovering addict. Take somebody that's doing the right thing with you, man, just in case. Just so if you get tempted, somebody can say, boy, you fucking stupid. You better not drink that wine. So, I mean, I pretty much got my bases covered, man. But, I'm excited, man. Out of the last 15 years, I've only had 4 Thanksgivings at home. The rest been with y'all, man. And, you know, I ain't knocking that because it's a lot of bonding going on Thanksgiving in jail, too, man. But this is gonna be a brand new experience for me. 4 out of 15 I've had. This will be the first one of them that I've had clean, so I can relate to that, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Paul, man.
Hey, Paul.
Oh man, I got a lot to be grateful for this Thanksgiving, man. You know, this will be the first Thanksgiving I can't even remember that I'll be completely sober, no alcohol, no drugs or nothing. And like he was saying, now I have to get up midway through dinner and say I gotta go do something real quick. I'll be right back. You know what I mean? And you know, things aren't as good as they used to be in terms of, you know, my folks you know, having money and stuff, but I'm in drug court and they're gonna feed us. I mean, they're gonna give us a turkey and everything and some food. So I mean, you know, God always provides. My higher power always finds a way to do something good for me, and that's what I'm grateful for today. I just got a job last week. I was here last week and I shared I was looking, and I found one the very next day on Monday. Yeah, it's things are going good for me. I got a lot to be grateful for this Thanksgiving.
It's Kyle.
Hey, Kyle.
Yeah, this Thanksgiving, man. My brother's incarcerated. He's been incarcerated for 16 years. And as you know, you can go visit the penal system on holidays. His birthday's Saturdays, but we're gonna sneak in there and surprise him on Thursday morning. Granted, I don't have to work, hopefully. So that's my biggest thing is being able to see him. Because I know how much, man, them visits are important when you're in there. You know what I mean? There's people that come to see you, man, it makes your day. So me being able to see my brother, that makes my day. You know what I mean? I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for the evening time, because last time I got out and tried to put together some significant clean time, my family's like, oh, as long as Kyle's not shooting dope or smoking crack, he can drink beer. You know what I mean? So they're like, oh yeah, you can smoke weed too. I'm like, no, I really can't. They're like, no, you're gonna be all right. You know, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna be around family or if I'm just gonna try to find some addicts, man, and eat at a round table with them, man. And shoot, man, make the dinner a meeting or something. I don't know. I really don't know what I'm going to do because, like Ash said, man, I'm trying to do this thing one day at a time. Like, I'm coming off a relapse too. It's because I got ahead of myself, man. I put some things in front of my recovery, and you know, I'm about to lose it. You know what I mean? So I had to slow down, start rebuilding my foundation again. So I'm terrified, man. I really don't know what I'm gonna do for Thanksgiving. All I know for sure is, God willing, if I wake up that day, I'm going to see my brother. Probably see my daughter for a short bit. I don't have full custody of her or anything, so it's all dictated by other people. So God willing, I'll see her too. I really don't know. I'm terrified. I can tell you that. I want to see family and I don't. So I don't know. I'm being pulled two different directions. I guess I'm gonna call my sponsor tonight, actually, now that I'm talking about it, and actually talk to him about it and see what his thoughts are. With that, I'll pass.
Thanks for sharing.
Brian.
Hey, Brian.
You know, I'm just grateful, man, really. You know, I got a lot of gratitude that, you know, it's hard being in a relationship with somebody in recovery, right? That's very difficult. It's difficult. Relationship period is difficult. But especially with somebody in recovery, but at the same time, I'm glad because, you know, I'm married and me and my wife, she is like my, you know, like some of us here, and I ain't saying, you know, my family just ain't like maybe some of y'all's family. Like my family don't get together and do shit for Christmas. Like we might go, like I might go to my mom's and see my mom or go to my dad, but my family doesn't gather. You know, I just come from that type of family. You know, as we've gotten older, my brother has his family, they do their family thing. You know, I got kids, our family, we do our thing, and that's just how it is. So I won't have to worry about nobody drinking around me, you know, shit like that. And even then, like, that shit don't really bother me, but I don't know, man, I just got a lot of gratitude. I know one thing, and I'm just thinking forward about Christmas, you know, like one thing I've noticed that I'm doing is, right, like I'm trying to overcompensate like a bitch, like with these Christmas gifts, man. You know?
Buy too much.
Yeah, like I want to I like ask her like how much money you want to spend on the kids, and I'm like putting outrageous numbers out there. Like she's like, well, let's get a TV. I'm like, well, how about a smart TV? And as a matter of fact, let's get a 3D TV. You know, shit like that. You know, and I just got to pump the brakes on that because I'm so, my guilt has got me so bad that like, you know, I will overextend myself and put myself in a situation where, you know, I make my situation bad, and you know, when I'm not financially in a decent spot, you know, that's just another reason for me to use. So I just got to be mindful of that and try to not do too much. Try to buy my kids and buy the love of my family back. Cause I like to do shit. I don't know about y'all, but like I ain't had shit for so long that now that I got something, like I ain't contributed to no Christmases in forever. So like now that I got some money, I'm like, shit, what you want? You know, throw it in the bag type shit. You know, so I can got down, you know, balling and shit. Like, I ain't balling. But that's how I want to carry it with them. You know, I just want to show them, you know, that I care about them because I haven't been able to do that in so long. So I just got to be mindful of that, not trying to do that. But I'm just grateful, man. Like I said, my main feeling about the holidays is gratitude. You know, I'm just grateful that I'm not getting high. I'm hopeful that as long as I stay clean, everything's gonna be all right. You know, I got a whole lot of other feelings that just kind of come and go. You know, like negative feelings and stuff. Sometimes, but a lot of that shit is like just me being stuck in the past or me projecting what the future might hold. So I kind of just try to stay focused and grounded in the day, kind of like Ashley said, just be grateful for what I got. You know, instead of thinking, I can't do shit about what happened back then, you know, other than what I'm doing right now. So, I don't know, man. It's been so long, man, since I had a holiday, you know. I mean, since I've been able to participate in the holidays with my family. And I don't know, I'm just trying to let it be what it is, I guess, man, dude, you know. I don't want to try to put no expectation on what it's going to be. I just, my daughters are growing up, and I'm just excited to be able to do something for them and try to build some of these relationships, man, you know. Cause I mean, I'm a fan, like those that y'all that know me, man, know that like I'm loyal and I'm loving and I'm compassionate, you know, and my family hasn't really been able to see that side of me. And so like I'm, you know, they know me as like take all I can get, you know, take all their hope and all their fucking, you know, happiness. And so like just to be present and to be able to love them and do some things for them. Like, I'm excited about that shit. That's all I got.
Thanks for sharing, man. Good stuff. Go ahead, Josh.
I'm Josh from Attic.
Hey, Josh.
I started using, you know, just smoking and drinking and doing stuff when I was 14. I'm 23 now, so like 14 going on 15. So it's been like 9 years where every holiday, you know, it's been something. I just haven't been clear-headed or sober. I've always used something to medicate, you know, to block out holidays, to block out emotions. Last year actually was my first time having a Thanksgiving, you know, not out doing something. Not with the family either, because I spent last Thanksgiving in recovery. That's when I first came to recovery, was like 2 or 3 days before Thanksgiving. I spent Thanksgiving downstairs here, detoxing. So this year, you know, I just came back from a relapse. I was back out there for like a month. So I'm still, you know, kind of struggling with everything. But the thought of, you know, being with family and being able to spend time with them is something that's foreign to me. I haven't done it in so long that I'm nervous about everything. You know, I get more nervous about being with family and being somewhere I should be than I do about, you know, spending it with, you know, fellow addicts, people in recovery. Because for me right now, that's more comfortable, that's more perceivable than going and being with family. That scares the shit out of me. You know, I'm glad that you brought up the guilt thing just now, because it made me start thinking a little deeper into it. It's like every year that I've done, you know, the family thing for holidays, you know, I've always done something sideways, or everybody's always seen me as, you know, being fucked up and not with it. So for me, I feel really guilty about the things that I've done to them, whether it be holidays or not, just throughout the year. You know, I've done so much sideways stuff that, yeah, I want to overcompensate too. You know, I want to, you know, go out there and show them, hey, I'm really sorry for what I've done. I want to try and make an amends process happen when I'm nowhere near doing that in my life right now. You know, it's the guilt thing. It catches up with me really bad. So doing Thanksgiving this year, like I said, it's in 4 days, and that scares the shit out of me because when I was using for the past, 9 years, I didn't know it was a holiday until dinner time. You know, I can remember actually a couple Thanksgivings where everybody would be at the house at the same time, like, what the fuck's going on? Like, why is everybody eating? And like, it's Thanksgiving. Oh shit, let me go in the bathroom real quick, I'll be back. And this year it's not gonna be like that, Lord willing. But it scares me to be around them, because in the back of my head I'm gonna be thinking, oh, last year, the year before I did this, and now I know that's what they're thinking is gonna happen. To be able to prove them wrong is, a wishful state of mind. Like, I just wanna be able to do it. I'm scared I'm not. I'm afraid that, it comes time for all those feelings to come back out and to be around them, and my body and brain is gonna say, hey, you can't do it, Maybe I should take somebody in recovery with me just to keep me out of trouble, to keep me out of myself, but I'm afraid that I'm gonna use, I'm afraid that Thanksgiving is gonna come around, the second year of being clean for a holiday with the family isn't gonna happen. I don't know, I'm grateful to be where I am now. I'm grateful to be back. I've only got a couple days, being back in a recovery house, and it's already holiday time again. I had 7 months, and now I've got nothing. I've got very little clean time, and I've got a big network of people that would be more than happy to help me through it, but it scares the shit out of me because I've never been locked up for holidays or anything. Thank God, but I might as well have been out back because I wasn't ever myself. I never gave my family any time to get to be with me on holidays. I was always with myself out there doing whatever. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to that outcome of being with them, but I'm also scared as shit of everything surrounding it. So hopefully with, the help of somebody in recovery, I'll be able to get through the holidays and not use, but take it one day at a time, like you said, just today. So we'll deal with that beast when it gets here. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks for sharing. Look, like right now what's going on here, right? This is why I love recovery, because I can feel the emotion that's in the room, okay? Like, I don't know, like, if you're watching, you might not be able to feel it, but you can identify with it, okay? Because a lot of our groups were laughing and joking and having a great time, and we do, but this is real life stuff that we gotta deal with, man. And, I'm attracted to that today. Raw emotion, fear, excitement, nervousness, and like I just told y'all, this is my 3rd Thanksgiving since I've been home, because I came home a month before Thanksgiving. All right, and I'm gonna share like my first Thanksgiving. I had plans. I was gonna go to my mom's house, hang out, see everybody, they were gonna love me. Hey, he's home, right? But I don't know, like, if your family looks at the way that they look at me, because I'm the screw up, right? They accept the fact because I'm not there. Is he locked up? Is he home? What's he doing? Is he getting high? Like, he's here. Hey, here's a hug. But in my mind, I was like, I'm doing better now. And but I had something guiding me through this. Right? I was in the recovery house, right? So I got an hour at my mom's. Like, damn, that wasn't what I wanted. I wanted something different. But when I went there for that hour, I remember my stepdad pulled out the Jim Beam, and all my aunts, my uncles, my baby sister, who was only 20, they're all taking shots. And I'm like, what in the world? Like, all the times I've been drinking at every holiday and nobody wanted to drink with me. Now I'm sober and y'all like throwing it in my face. And man, look, I'm not that important. They weren't even thinking about me. All right, but what happened was I got to come back home, right, to the recovery house, and I had to be in a meeting. And I heard a couple of y'all share that, right? I got through it. The next year, which was last year, I got asked to speak at a speakathon, It was an all-day event, right? And I wasn't in a recovery house anymore. I was actually at my own house, and I could go to my mom's as long as I wanted. But I was only there an hour because I wanted to go hear other speakers, and I had to share for an hour, you know? So once again, man, something in my life is influencing me and guiding me, you know, through these tough times. And this year, you know, which is 4 days away, I get to go to my girlfriend's father's house, my mother's house, and my girlfriend's mother's house, and meet her brother I never met before, right? So I'm like, I got all this stuff, and I'm sitting there like, well, when am I getting meeting in? Right, because I know that comes first. You know, when am I gonna be, you know, my girlfriend's in recovery too, which is awesome, but it's like, you know, I can't forget that. That's what's been guiding me through these holidays, you know, for the last 3 years. So like, no matter where you're at, right, I'm sitting here like, when we were locked up, we didn't want to get vulnerable, we didn't want to talk about it. So here we are, right? And I got to ask these questions and we're going to talk about it. And some people don't want to do that. But I'm wondering, to the person that's locked up, you know, if they take a risk, right, and actually share a little bit about what they're going through around the holidays, how they'll be when they're in RC. You know what I mean? You know, instead of suppressing all those feelings, like I know how to do and not deal with it. You know, I'm just curious, man. You know, like life is good, you know, because we can sit in here and be vulnerable and be scared and be shook and talk about each other, because that's what like bonds us together, because we're all going through the same thing. So that's like my experience, man. But like for real, I'm super excited. You know, I'm just so blessed, man. Like I'm driving to all these places this year. Like I haven't been able, I had to get rides, call other people to come get me, mom come pick me up, you know, for the last 2, but this year I'm driving, you know, and it's a good feeling, you know. So like when we come to this meeting, man, like the first thing I get is gratitude. Because when I'm in here, I'm trying to talk to someone that's behind that wall, you know, trying to reach that one person. So that takes me back to when I was there. All right, so we talked about our feelings when we was locked up for the holidays. Now we're talking about our feelings where we're at right now. All right, when I was locked up, man, I acted out. Right? I did things that were out of character. I did things I wasn't supposed to do. All right, so here I am. I'm home now, and guess what? I did something I wasn't supposed to do today. Right? My character, you know, my behaviors, they pop up. You know, how many else have noticed something recently that their behaviors acted up? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Look. I don't know if this is a coincidence, but we got this, you know, I'm gonna be around people. I might not be around people. You know, that shit hurts, I don't wanna deal with it. So like I act out. You know, I try to fix man's control, and I try to put myself on a pedestal, you know, and something always reminds me and sends me right back down. All right, so how many of y'all can share an experience, right? Just something, you know, like just happened to you. You know, for them people back there behind the wall. You know, like can you share an experience of what you're going through right now? Like, damn, I did this and this is out of my behavior and I can identify with. You know, it might be the holidays, might be some shit I ain't dealt with. You know, to let them know that we're human, right? Can someone share something?
I mean, I will. You know, I was just telling you before the meeting, you know, like I was sharing before, that's what I just forget about this shit. Like, that's how I cope with it, not to think about it. And so, you know, I had to go to a sponsorship family thing last night, and when they went in on my ass, like straight up, like, you know, because that's what I do, man. Like I walk around like everything's okay all the time, and like I just can't get no help like that. I think I'm all right, but the reality is, like, you know, I have learned through being incarcerated a lot during the holidays and just a lot, period. That, you know, I gotta stuff my feelings and I gotta ignore them and stuff like that. And so, you know, that's what I'm dealing with. That's how I've been noticing that. Somebody brought it to my attention yesterday, like, man, you walk around like everything's all right, but like here lately, you ain't really been talking about what's going on with you. And so that's what I'm, you know, that's how my behavior is. The same way it was in there, I'm dragging it back out here and doing the same thing. I haven't done nothing crazy, except for, like I said before, some ludicrous fucking spending. You know, spending hundreds of dollars on shit that, you know, my kids, you know, kids, they buy shit, they look at it for 2 minutes and then they don't play with it no more. You know, they play with it for 5 minutes, that's it. But I want to go buy, you know, iPads, all types of crazy stuff. So anyway, that's how I'm doing it. Thank God I have not seen it, you know, I have not found it necessary to use or put myself in situations like that. I'm not exempt from that. but like I think he had hit on it a little bit, and I'm just sharing this because this is what I would do, right? I will avoid my family and avoid those hurtful situations, and I will surround myself with people in recovery, and I will like use the people in recovery the same way I use the dope. Like I'll stay away from this thing that hurts me and just, you know, I go to 100 meetings or go to a meeting every day, 2 a day, to avoid, you know, taking a look at what's really going on with me. You know, that's how I do avoidance, man. You know, I avoid the stuff. And so, you know, thank God for recovery that I got some people in my life that, you know, noticed that about me. Because I had no idea until yesterday. I was like, shit, I'm fine. What are you talking about? I'm good. You know, everything's great. And then they're like, nah, it ain't. What's really going on? And even then I was like, ain't shit wrong with me. And then, you know, I'm all right. And then, you know, as I got to talking about it, you know, I teared up and shit, and like some feelings came out. But, you know, like I said, man, I have just learned, you know, through the years of doing this shit that, you know, a learned behavior for me is not feel, you know, to be numb. And I found ways to do that without using drugs, which is just ignore it. So that's what I've been doing, my behavior wise. You know, I haven't done nothing crazy, like, you know, hurt nobody, hopefully. But, you know, I can do that too, but just not today.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. All right, look, we got 2 minutes. Does someone have an experience, man? You know, that something just happened to them recently where they acted out of character, the behavior popped off. You know, go ahead, bro.
I'm Josh.
Hey.
Well, I use death as a reason to get high. Well, I had some family members die, and instead of, because I'm still new to recovery, I'm saying, I'm still too afraid to let out my true emotions. And then also feeling all these new feelings and shit, I'm just so used to being numb. So I turn around and use death as an excuse when I do that, instead of actually coming to the people that I was in the house with and being honest. Look, this is what I'm going through, I need help. But I use that as an excuse. I almost pissed my whole shit away, another 8 years or some shit, because that's what they're trying to get me back. But luckily, I got out of it real quick. So I'm trying now to reach out and try to open up more, to show, like, to talk to people about how my true emotions are and what I'm actually going through. So I won't do the same mistake twice. So, like a dumbass, I just use the wrong stuff as an excuse.
Thank you. All right, look, man, this is what we're taught, right? When we come into these rooms of recovery, man, we let someone guide us, okay, to help us through this, all right? And like, this is a bond that brings all of us together, and you see where people are at. And I can promise y'all that we're gonna help each other, man. Like, people have numbers in here, and we're gonna help each other through this, all right? But we're so foreign to the fact of guidance when we get clean and come to recovery. But it's like, let's simplify it real quick, all right? Just real quick, let's simplify it. All right, the first time I shot dope, someone had to show me how to do it, right? They had to show me how to put on a spoon, pull it, and I had to get taught that. And guess what I did after I learned? I taught somebody else, man, right? Same thing with smoking crack. I didn't know how to hit this down. Someone taught me. I did the same thing. So now in recovery, right? I did not know how to stay clean through the holidays, right? I didn't know how to do it, never did it before. I was worried about it, but I talked about it, and somebody showed me how to do it, all right? And that's what we're doing, right? Just by sitting here and getting vulnerable and getting honest, man, it's like we're asking for help, right? So if you're locked up, you know, we know what it's like. You know, we're still dealing with them feelings that we suppressed while we was in there, because we wanted to have that image. And hopefully, man, somebody's getting something out of this group, you know, because there's some emotions in here, man, and it's real, and it feels good to be able to feel it, even if I don't like it. All right. Look, that's all the time we got.
Let me say something real
Go ahead, Craig.
We want to especially thank the McShin Foundation for letting us use their facility and their filming equipment. We want to, because we don't give enough credit, man, to the people that's helping y'all get this message, man. So we want to definitely thank Sheriff Wade in Henrico County. We want to thank Sheriff C.T. Woody in Richmond. And we want to thank Superintendent Willett out at Pamunkey Regional Jail. Because you guys are the reason that we have the foundation that we have, because all of us in here have come through one of y'all's programs, well, the majority of us have. So we definitely want to give y'all some recognition this week. That's something that we can definitely be thankful for this holiday. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, next week, 6 o'clock, Cricket asked me to facilitate this group, you know, so he could be on that side. And we're probably gonna start doing that sometimes, have some other people facilitate, and just, you know, just to get a perspective from here and listen to other people. All right, but I hope we will see y'all next week. All right, let's link up, close it up.
Is you still filming, Nick? Get up in here and say hi to the camera and tell them happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Don't run like that, please.
Yeah, they like it. All right, come on, who loves us?
God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, keep coming back. It works if you work, you can die if you don't, so work and live.
Good job, good job.